Here I share reasons to retire as soon as possible and being intentional and have a plan of action. Hi, I reached financial independence at age 48 and retired at age 50, under Felicia's terms. Here I share reasons to retire as soon as possible and to be intentional about that. As we're heading to 2025, have a plan of action and show how to plan for that and start with the end in mind. So if you're late 40s, 50s and 60s, this is optimal time to consider retiring and having a plan of action to do so. And I go through the different reasons. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Felicia. I'm a former actuary and now I'm a financial educator, sharing my knowledge, my experience and how I got there to be able to retire early. You've got three things at the optimal level. You've got the time is right, money is right, and your health is right. So all those three things combined makes you the perfect sweet point to start thinking about retiring early. So 40s, 50s and 60s. Those are the ages that one could consider retiring early. So looking at these three different matrix, time, money and health. Let's start off with money. A lot of people feel, oh, they don't feel ready. It's not the right time to retire because financially it's not quite there. But this age group, this age range, for late 40s to 60s, you've got time, the money wise, it is sort of quite optimal because probably finished paying off your mortgage or quite close to paying off your mortgage. The kids are grown and left home. You've got less outgoings and school fees, university fees and mortgage. So you've got more time to pump as much as possible into your pension. So you can be in a position of more secured position to retire early. At the same time, you've got, because you've now got this sort of ambition to retire early, you've got so many resources out there now on YouTube, on Google, how to retire early. There's financial educations there and you can like self-teach yourself to learn how to find ways to maximise your pension, for instance, and I've gone through that in several videos I've done, and there's other resources out there. So that really puts you in a strong position to consider retiring early on the money front. Let's move on to the time front. Time. So as I said, the kids have left home. This is now your me time, and so you're considering, starting a new chapter in your life, whether to travel and to new places that you've always had on your bucket list, and to start new stuff like a new hobby, into your art or writing a book. So the time is there because when you're younger, when you're in your 20s and 30s, you've got all the time in the world and you've got your health, but you haven't got the money. And then when you're in your 40s, you've got a bit more money, less time for your kids and your career, you're maximising your career prospects, and so you're not in a position to really take advantage of this. But it all comes to a sweet point where in your late 40s, 50s and 60s, you've got the time, you've got the energy, the health, and you've got the money. And so let's move on to with time. You've got then time to think about, travelling, having more time with your parents before as they get older, and then you've got more time perhaps to spend time with grandchildren. So yeah, it is good. It's the ultimate reasons why one should consider retiring early and moving that forward. Then for health side, statistically, we are living longer in society, but the health reasons is not as good. So although we're living longer, but we know that statistically survey's been shown that in your late 60s, you start having health issues. So if we can start, you can utilise that to enjoy the health whilst you're still healthy. At the beginning of the video I mentioned being more intentional and having a plan of action. I sort of drifted into retirement. It was more, I was there, I started off, in my 20s. My focus was to retire my mother, and so that was my energy, and also to have my kids, and that was my reasons why I sort of really worked hard and focused on earning money and making money. But I'm just thinking now, if I was more intentional, and this is what this video is about, is like, let's see if we can get a plan, start with the end in mind, and have a plan and work backwards. So to be intentional in retirement is to perhaps, have a plan. So you set your date when you want to retire. You set the amount of money you want, your freedom money, and there's service out there. You can do like a quick and rough and ready method. Is say work out your annual expenses and times it by 25, and then with that you can draw 4% out over a 30-year period, and that's the Trinity survey that some people talk about, how to work out a rough and ready how much money you need for retirement, and that's a good plan to have in place. And then you work backwards and say, okay, what do I need to do? How much do I need to put into my pensions? Do I need extra income, like a side hustle? Do I need to upskill my skills, to add more value to the workforce so I can increase my pay? And then you can then invest that into an ISA or property or maximise on your pension. And I've done videos about that, on how to maximise your pension. So yeah, it's just like just being intentional. So this video is like just to talk about how you can start considering retiring early, because in your 50s and 60s you've got the time, you've got the health, and you've got money. So hope you find this video helpful, and comment below. And if you want me to talk or expand more, do more videos on how to make money, how to do the budgeting, how to be more intentional about actually making plans, financial plans to retire early, so you don't have to feel like just one more year, and I just want more years so I can feel more secure, because every year eats into our health. So thanks for listening to this video, and I'll see you in the next video.